hamstring completely off the bone and shredded it.
Sitting at the desk.
So my right leg. And so I had surgery back here in Indiana, and I'm doing all the PT here.
Oh,
But
okay.
I just 9 weeks in a brace.
No one's
and
here. Oh, we are welcome to sit out there.
laying down. And I just started walking last week.
You would prefer, I guess.
We should sit up there, since our staff here is a resource.
All right. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Hello.
Now just go back to
All right.
Oh, yeah. I have a question for Sarah upstairs.
Karen. Morning, Darren. Morning, Kristen.
Morning, Mark.
Good morning, Mark. Can you see us?
Hi, Kristen. I can see you right in front of me. And
Yeah,
I'm sure.
we'll have you up on our screen soon too, so we'll see you.
Hey, do we want to have a wager if all those empty seats, if anybody comes?
I think it'll be pretty empty. It'll be pretty empty today.
I'm guessing there'll be at least one person, and you know who she is, but we'll see.
I'm sure. Should we bet coffee?
Here we go.
Ooh.
You like that view for you?
Oh, it's perfect. Thank you so much.
Hey, we have a new dog.
Yeah, this is my dog.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Kane.
Kane,
Yeah,
has he taken an oath to support HARC?
he sure has.
Okay.
He has the pen and everything.
Oh, jeez. I'm surprised you didn't put on his collar to impress me.
I know.
Oh, did you find those pens? Where
I
are
haven't
they?
searched. Do you know where they are?
I have them. I'll give you one.
them. Good. I found the holder of the pens. Please bestow one on me.
Of course, yeah. I have the box upstairs.
And Darren, you got to give her the speech that goes with it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the click and explain, and you might as well go through the values. Yeah.
Excellent.
I can do that.
Thank you, Darren.
Of course. When I
That'll
first
be
met,
official.
for sure. When I first met Mark, he gave me the speech and showed me the pen.
Excellent.
Well, that was only 15 minutes
Yeah, it was speedy.
to go through the pen. Yeah. Well, it's
Oh,
about the values. Okay.
awesome.
All right. I don't see Erica yet, but we've got a few minutes. We're all early.
But as far as
You already put it in document center?
Yeah.
Okay.
no,
Oh,
just for them reading.
Thank you so much for everything.
yeah.
This is
It's
huge.
been a long time since I've clerked one of these, so
Okay,
bear with me.
absolutely. Thank you, thank you.
Good morning.
Hi, Kristen, I'm Sherry Harvey.
Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Hi, how you doing?
Morning, Sherry.
Hi, Mark.
I can see you on the camera there.
Morning, Sherry. You're the only one there?
Mike's coming.
Oh, good.
This is my last email that I sent to Erica. I will look for that. Hang on one moment. I don't think Erica's gonna respond to me. And I don't know what to do with, I don't think Erica's gonna respond to me.
Okay, let me see if I can.
And I don't know, so I'll still need to put those in. What to do about that. Like, I don't know what the best. Where the best place is for me to send on my concern.
You sent
I don't,
it.
I don't see Erica joined yet.
I just got off the phone with her.
I mean, I talked to her early this morning, but I don't know.
Cause it's 9 o'clock. Yeah. we could-
I see it now. I was in meetings all day yesterday, so I'm
Let's
just seeing that I was
afterwards.
copied. That's great.
There she is.
Perfect.
Hey.
Hi,
Morning, Erica.
good morning.
Okay, we have 1 minute and then we'll get started on time. Is staff just Ashley, Darren, Erica, and Kristen, or is Allie there? Just so I introduce correctly.
Just me, Kristen, and Erica.
Okay, thanks.
Ashley, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Ashley.
Okay, Ashley, if you're ready, we'll begin.
Ready?
I'll call to order the HARC chair meeting of November 22nd at 9 a.m. It's a hybrid meeting at Rebecca Hall. As a reminder, the purpose of HARC is to preserve, maintain, and enhance the historic character, scale, architectural integrity, and cultural resources of the town and the Telluride Historic Landmark District. Any public comment on non-agenda items today? I don't see any electronically. Hey, raise your hand electronically if you want to comment on non-agenda items. Okay, I don't see anybody, so we'll go to our single public hearing item. The project is at 507 West Colorado. It's consideration of an application for minor scale new construction in the HR zone district that will contain less than 950 square foot of floor area per land use code 7203A1C1. Legal description is site 507 Colorado Place, a planned unit development according to the replat of lots 1, 2, 3 and the E2 lot 4, 9 West Telluride Edition. Address is 507 West Colorado in the historic residential district. Owner Professional Investments of America. Applicant Shift Architects, staff member Erica Jensen. Erica, morning.
Great, good morning. Thank you. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Great. Okay, so we're here for the minor scale review at 507 West Colorado. It is located in the historic residential zone district, the historic residential treatment area, and it is located inside the historic district. And the proposal is for the new construction of a garage and dwelling unit. There are only two conditions staff is recommending. Condition 1 is to show snow storage on the final CA plans. The memo did not have the citation, so it's per HR number 28.A.3. And then condition 2 is to inset the east side of the deck. It's a little more traditional for decks to be pulled in from the outside wall, plain wall. So staff is just recommending that that's pulled in a little bit to make it a more traditional configuration. And I'm happy to answer any questions before we hear from Chris, who is on Zoom.
The only question I have is, and I have the two public letters in front
Oh,
of me.
yes, I'm sorry. We received public comment from Mike Courtney and Sherry Harvey as well. And I know you read those.
Yes, I did. And just to clarify a question before we go to the applicant, who then can respond after the public speaks. So make sure I understand the house is being converted from 2 units to a single family home. And so this will be the second or secondary structure and the only one. There will not be 3 units on one lot.
Yes, so
Okay.
a condition of the PUD is that to convert the duplex into a single family residence, the AHU needs to be built. So the AHU will be built before CO is given on this unit. The process will have to begin of converting that 2-dwelling unit into a single family residence. So there will never be 3 fully completed lived-in units on the property.
Okay. And not only did the public question that, but I was curious myself. So you explained it. And
Yes.
so we'll hear from the applicant.
Hey there, Christopher Parr, Shift Architects. My apologies that we're seeing this again. My fault, I missed the 60-day deadline. Anyway, we've updated the drawings per our last meeting, which was over 60 days ago. I guess I was a little confused on the deck being pulled back. I thought they wanted it pulled back from the alley, not really from the wall, which both could happen.
Yeah.
But during our meeting, I recall having it pulled back a little bit from the alley side too. Either way, we can make that adjustment and get those in before the 60 days is up. They are not planning to start until spring. And then just to clarify this, like Erica explained, the PUD, they can never have 3 units there.
Okay.
So,
Question, can you just tell me, right, and yes, I would like to see the depth, or I think it'd be more compliant if the depth was reduced a little bit, but certainly step in from the corner, the key alley.
okay.
Standards asked it to look utilitarian, not residential. So what is the dimension of that deck now, east to west and then north to south, the depth roughly? I can't scale it on these reduced drawings.
Yep, hold on here. Let me pull it up. Can I share my screen?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Basics. So 3-6. Sorry, that is 9 feet wide, as you can see here at the back. And 6 feet. So the last time we took it from G2 and brought it back 12 inches. And now I guess you're requesting to take this grid line GE to the west.
Yeah. And
Yes.
you say that's 9 feet now?
Yep.
And we need
Just
at
because
least
the car fits. Yeah.
it's a carport, but does 8 foot, I mean, from a pragmatic sense, does 8 foot accommodate most cars, I guess?
Yeah, it's pretty tight. I mean, I live in the alley and it's
Yeah.
tight to make that turn. And
Okay.
I don't have to take the parking spot in though. I could just take the top portion of just the deck in a little bit.
Okay,
And that way we have a somewhat usable spot.
okay. All right, reduced deck. Okay, and the other thing, what's the dimension of that window next to the door on that upper deck facing the alley?
I don't have that with me.
Can you just
Um,
put the front, the rendering up that was on the first
Yep.
page? I mean, I
Uh-huh.
have my drawing, but did you have two windows originally there?
We
And I
had
reduced-
two, we're asked to do down to one,
Okay,
and that just needs, that's the smallest I can do. So,
It's 2 feet 2 inches by 4 feet 4 inches.
2 foot by 4 foot. That's the rather
And-
rec 2 foot by 4 foot. Wait a minute, I'm talking about
Oh,
talking
the
about
when,
above the
this-
carport.
yeah, oh, this one.
that's 2 feet by 2 feet
Thank
8 inches.
Okay, that's what I thought. And I'm thinking about verticality, just so you know, but whatever. Okay. And then the materials that are shown for above the, well, the main wall structure, you have corrugated, which I assume is the roof, and then you have this
And
Kind
the
of bar-
skirting. Uh-huh.
and barn wood. Is
Yep.
that a faux wood or a real wood?
Currently it's real wood.
All right, because it needs to be
Oh, good.
real wood with the character. But anyway, I think if that's okay, that answers my question. And I don't have any other questions, so let's hear from the public. Come on up, state your name. And we have 3 minutes for each public speaker, please.
The only things that came up to me was,
Oh, I can't hear. Somehow the mic, I can just barely hear you.
Maybe go up to one of the tables.
Sorry, there's no mic.
Mike Courtney, I live across the alley. The only things that occur to me are the closet under the stairs from the garage should be attributed to the ADU due to limited up in the upper left-hand corner with the cursor. There's a closet off the garage, goes into the entryway. Right, there's a man door there.
That's the entry to the ADU.
Yeah, but go up to the man door from the garage. Over to the left. No, there, under the stairs, underneath the stairs, there. That's a closet going under the stairs. I think that should go to the ADU. Number two, I think we have to reiterate no parallel parking in front of the unit. And number three, I just wondered if you had any surprises for everybody in terms of the fence on the west side that I think is going to have to get addressed since it's in a setback and flammable materials. Maybe you can shield it or something for the length of the garage. And you know, like admittedly, you know, that garage is never going to hold a car. It'll be impossible to get into. It's going to be toy storage. The carport itself, you know, especially when 503 builds, is, you know, probably going to be extremely difficult. There's no access out of the garage except for the garage door, and then getting around from there to the primary structure is going to put you in the easement, probably between two buildings or the fence. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know. That's about all I have to say. I know that pulling that deck in from the west is gonna be structurally, or from the east is gonna be structurally difficult, but I think that's about it. I can't really comment on any of the other design features.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks, Mike. Who else would like to speak?
I would. Am I good here?
You're good. I hear you.
Hi, this is Sherry Harvey. I have a number of issues that I would like to be raised at this meeting. The first one is about the existing full light glass door on the back of the house. Erica told me in an email that she was gonna add that as a condition, so I think that's missing. And I think that it would be problematic to pass this through and allow those mistakes to continue. I've brought that up for a number of years and nothing's ever been done about it. And I was told we're too busy to deal with that. So I think now is a great time to handle that in a condition in pretty much 10 seconds. I'm very concerned about the aesthetics not matching the design guidelines for alley standards in the historic district. Number one, as Mike said, that garage is not going to be used. I don't know how we're able to even have a door swing inside the parking footprint. But with that, knowing that that garage is not going to be used for a car, the whole appearance of the rear elevation to the alley inside the historic district does not coincide with the alley standards for maintaining alley character. Especially policy 2A, maintain the rustic utilitarian character of alley structures. Having the deck at all inside the historic district onto the alley is problematic, especially that size. And that would be under maintaining the traditional scale of buildings on the alley, policy 3. And then features and materials, so simple detailing. I think that the low slope roof and the large window to the back of the alley also is not in the utilitarian alley standards. But for the height of that window, it looks like a really contemporary feature inside the historic district, which would be fine if it were just outside, but I think we need to, in keeping with policy 5, to develop alley elevations to create visual interest. And I think our alleys are really important. And I think our plein air artists are finding fewer alleys to actually paint, because we're getting more and more buildings like this that don't fit the character of the alley and our past. And we know that they're not going to, function, when that garage is not going to function. I think we should pay attention to that. I think we should pay attention to the fence in the alley. I know Erica's not here, so she might not have been aware of that. I think that, like Mike brought that up, that's an issue. And I think we should, Chris, the last time, she was so nice to agree to put up story poles for the neighbors of lane. And I still think that would be a great idea so that people can see the impact, because we all live there and it definitely impacts all of us. So with that, I think this should be continued. I think it should get story poles. I know you're going to pass it, but I do think it impacts all of us that live there. And this is an opportunity for us to give some input. Thanks.
Thank you, Sherry. And just for the record, I don't know yet what I'm going to do. Haven't gone to deliberate, but you've raised some good questions.
Comment
This
to public?
Go ahead. Yeah, you can start.
Yeah,
your vote.
okay. Well, I'm gonna just say that, Mark, we have been through this project 3 times and we've always done what we can to accommodate the neighbors. I do think this building is gonna be unitarian in nature due to its materials. I'm happy to reduce the deck again. And maybe the single window, if the window that's on the side of the, over here, we leave that one as egress and make this smaller. Happy to do that. We added this little bump out that we, keep doing. We have plenty. I mean, there's examples of recent on the alley of little decks out there. And as for the garage, these are tight spaces. This is part of the PUD. I mean, he's doing the best he can in giving the town an ADU. So I'm happy to take all those conditions. And regarding the fence, I don't know, is everybody talking about the existing fence next door or the one that they previously put up or started to put
I
up?
believe it's on the retaining wall on the west side of the property.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I just wasn't sure. So they have, currently they have fence poles up that have been up for years that they illegally did, which have to be rectified. That's with the building department.
And Mark, I'll just provide a little clarity as well. The main structure on the property has a current building permit. And so a condition and HARC inspection has been added to that current building permit that before they get a HARC sign off, they have to make the door no more than 2/3 light. So that is already being addressed on the building permit that has already been pulled for the primary structure.
And then just to clarify, all my projects always have 2/3 light. It is been put into our brains for the last 4 or 5 years. It doesn't always happen. I know that there's other projects. Anyway, I just want Sherry to know that, yes, I hear that and it's fine. This has been a project going on for years. And not easy and difficult with,
Isn't this door on the deck 2/3 light? I see a panel on the rendering.
yeah, I believe so. The drafter so long ago,
No, all right. Well,
but we will make sure on,
all right.
yeah.
And the inset of that deck, you could put the front rendering back up, that Sherry spoke of and I spoke of, and Erica as a condition. When you said, well, I can narrow it up and still leave enough room for a car, I see those columns. Can that actually, you still have your, I don't know how much it sets out
I
over
would
those.
have to cantilever this out a little
Okay,
bit. It may be-
because you
Yeah.
could reduce it 18 inches and it would be inset. And yes, we have approved other decks on alleys, yes. But you could reduce that 18 inches, it appears, and still have a little cantilever and still have room for a car, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. One moment, see if I have any other questions. Just a second, I've got to refer to some guideline numbers here for a couple new conditions that we have discussed, but just in the last few minutes. Just a second. Erica, do you know in this, well, the 2/3 light doors would go back to HR. Let's see where that would be. What's that?
Oh, okay.
Erica, do you happen to know, top of your head, that number?
Somebody has.
For 2/3 light
Hello?
doors. Oh,
Who is
Hello?
this?
I think we have another public comment, Mark.
Yeah, we already started the rebuttal, but I'm going to allow it. So go ahead. You have welcome. You have 3 minutes, please. And I'm sorry we missed you. Go ahead.
Hello, my name's Tom Schradel, and I own the property to the west of the project. I am also concerned about the fence and retaining wall there. Another concern is the window on the southwest corner facing west. and wondering if that could be maybe moved from the towards the existing house as it faces my bedroom. And I'm also concerned about the snow sliding off of the new structure, and it's really close to the fence. And if there would be snow breaks on the east and west of that structure. That's it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. And Chris, you want to particularly
No,
comment
I
on
have no
snow breaks?
comments.
The snow breaks?
Yep. There's no issue there. And I'll meet with Tom when they, if and when they get started in the spring. All the neighbors.
Okay. So would you put the front elevation back up, and then I am going to make a motion here.
Okay.
Mark, I think for 2/3 light doors, you could use
Oh,
ES. Oh, you found one? You found it?
Yeah, I found
Okay, great.
26A, 26A.
Okay.
Is it, can you see it again?
It's coming. There we go.
It's
Slow.
We can see it.
okay. I was trying to send you the PDF, Ashley.
Okay, one moment. I'm writing some notes here. Back door to the side. Okay, hang on. I just the window of the garage. Second. Standards. So I got to go back and forth between LA and HR. And almost done. Second. Right references. There we go. Okay. Okay, just a second. Okay. T. AS2D. Okay. Of course, I agree with the staff on the two that were inserted. I may add some specificity to number 2, and I think the fence is discussed, and I believe there's a discussion on there need to be snow breaks, but that's discussion on that and the fence. I hope that you have with a neighbor. The one thing that I'm struggling with, and Eric, I'm going to come back to you just real quickly. This was a new one, the closet underneath the stairwell, which the public comment had some
Yeah,
concern.
that is not within our purview.
Yeah, I can't functionally do it. There's no
No.
guideline
No,
that tells me
that
that's,
is not within HARC's purview to dictate how the space is used.
yeah, for which building it's used. So,
Mhm.
okay. I thank everybody for their input. I move to approve the final or the minor scale new construction of 507 West Colorado, a PUD, according to the replat lots of 1, 2, 3, and E2 lot 4. Block 9 was tellurition based on the following staff memo dated November 22nd, 2024, the first with the following conditions. 1 is written. 2, I will amend to read, Ashley, inset the east side of the deck a minimum of 18 to 24 inches per HR 4 and reduce the depth of the deck that reaches towards the alley by HR 4 introduction also, period. Number 3, ensure deck door is 2/3 light per HR 26A. Number 4, reduce the height of the large window above the garage and keep verticality per, excuse me, I'm going to say comma, and reduce the width of the deck window next to the alley facing door to include more verticality per alley standards 2D, as in Denver. Okay, let me just check. I had a bunch of notes. Let's make sure that that's it. This motion is based on evidence testimony provided at a public hearing held on November 22nd, 2024, with notice such hearing provided as required by the Telluride Land Code. The revised plans incorporating the conditions of the approval shall be submitted within 60 days of this approval, or it becomes null and void. Unless otherwise indicated, the revised drawings for the CA must be a complete set with any changes to the drawing clouded and labeled. Any change to these drawings beyond the conditions of approval may result in another submittal being required. So that's it. I thank everybody
Thank
for their input, and good luck, and have a good weekend. All right.
You
bye.
too.
Yeah.
Mark. Oh, we didn't.
I adjourn the meeting at
Oh, there you go.
at 9:28 a.m. Thanks.